Hi friends! That are new here, my name is Katelyn and I like to film eyeshadow palette, ranking, and review videos, as well as the occasional other content sprinkled in. So if you like indie makeup, if you like eyeshadow palettes, if you like me, I highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button because I post 2 videos on average every single week. And for those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. And I say on average because I posted 3 videos in 3 days in 1 week, and then I posted 1 the next week. Anyways, but I do my best for 2 videos. But anywho, I'm excited. I purchased the Melt Cosmetics and Nightmare Before Christmas collab, the second half of the collab that is related to the Christmas part, not the Halloween part, that I picked it up. So I purchased this myself. It is launching, hold. Launching Wednesday, November 1st. I couldn't remember if it was the 31st or November 1st, but it's Wednesday, November 1st at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I was able to get it because they sent out an email if you're subscribed to their mailing list with a password to have access to this collection on the site. And then you were able to buy the full collection. Not every piece, but separately, but I think it was just the full collection, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe they're selling each piece individually, and then also there's going to be a brush, a duo brush set that will be available. I don't have the brush set. One, because I didn't think I was able to purchase it. Maybe I was. If I was able to purchase it, I decided against it because it was $54 for 2 brushes. And they were dual-ended, yes, so technically 4 brushes, but I don't even like dual-ended brushes, so $54 was a lot of money to spend on something that I probably wasn't going to be that happy with. So anywho, we're going to look at this collection, use the products, do a look, and give you my initial first impressions, thoughts. Hopefully this is helpful for any of you that are debating on some of these items. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on into it. I've been holding up the makeup bag this whole time. Listen to me. I loved the makeup bag from the Halloween collection. I actually have it right here. This is sold out on their website as of right now, but I am obsessed with this makeup bag. I really love the size of it. I think it's awesome for travel. It has the Sally side, the Jack Skellington side, but I really liked it. I loved this zippered pouch that you could put the palettes in, and then you can put other stuff in here. I just, for me, felt like this is a really good size makeup bag, so I was really happy with it. So when this opportunity came, I said, you know what, whatever. I'm okay with having 2 makeup bags for a movie that I'm not actually the biggest fan of. I don't dislike Nightmare Before Christmas, but it doesn't get me going like I know it gets some of you going. Okay, it's not my favorite. I think it's good. I like the music, but it's not my favorite. Anyways, but we have Zero here, super cute, and then on the back there is some embossing that is, I believe it's Jack in the sleigh. It's kind of hard to see. What am I looking at here? I don't know. All I can tell is it's the sleigh with the bats, the reindeer, etc. But anyways, you have this Jack Skellington and Zero little icon zipper, and then the Melt zipper. And here's the inside. Got this really cute print on the inside, and then it's same structure as far as what I just showed on the other bag. On their website as of right now, it does look like you will have the chance to purchase the bag separately, but the bag sold out, or it either sold out really quickly or was the first thing to sell out with the Halloween portion, so just be mindful of that. Let's talk about the products that are in here. First up, we have 2 glitter eye gels. Here's what they look like. I did swatches of each of these items over on my TikTok, KATELYNHOUSEMAKEUP, if you want to go check that out. That might not be up at the time that this video is up. They might be going up the same day. I'm not entirely sure. You might see this video before that, but regardless, I will definitely have those swatches up before this collection launches. Anywho, with this Zero glitter eye gel, it was definitely textured, you could feel the glitter, and it was chunky when I swatched it. This Making Christmas glitter eye gel really just felt like a whipped duochrome gel. I didn't feel the texture of glitter particles in there. And both on their boxes said to apply around the eye area. So I don't know, it must be cosmetic safe glitter for them to be able to say that, because when they launched their glitter pots that had the bigger chunks of glitter, they weren't able to say like for use around the eye area. So anyways, there's that on that. I just realized I forgot my water. Okay. Oh, the price on those items. Let's look. These are going to retail for $24 a piece. And then we have the 2 lipsticks that are launching with this collection. First up is Shot Down. It's a very dark plummy purple. I'm going to be honest with you all, I'm going somewhere after this, so I probably won't be putting either of these lipsticks on. They're very adventurous lipsticks, especially for me. So yeah, I'm not going to be wearing them, but maybe when I come back from my plans, I'll maybe throw in a little clip with one on. We'll see. And then this is How Jolly. This one's called a Frost lipstick, so I think it's supposed to have like a metallic sheen. Both lipsticks retail for $24. It's called a Frost lipstick, so I'm assuming there's some sort of sheen or something to it. Next up, we have the Deadly Nightshade Duo Cream Blush Light and Highlight. So this is what it looks like. So it is a cream product. When I swatched it, they're very dewy, very wet, very balmy. So we're gonna definitely be applying this before we apply powder today. This is going to retail for $42. And last but not least, the Christmastown eyeshadow palettes. Here is the palette. Let me see, it has that lenticular motion packaging with Jack as Sandy Claus on there. And then on the back it said, "I've made a terrible mess of your holiday." Okay, cool. So similar shape to the Halloween Town palette. This is what the palette looks like. I'm gonna hold it up to Halloween Town just for comparisons. All right, so here are the 2 palettes, obviously same size. Here you have them both right here. Yeah, anyways, it does appear on their site, if you skipped Halloween Town but are now like, oh wait, maybe I want both, it does appear that they will have a Nightmare palette bundle, like just from looking at their site. But anyways, here are the 2 palettes next to each other. So you have like the warm, oh gosh, okay. These are kind of hard to hold both at the same time. So you have the warm tone purples in Halloween Town, but like cool tone purples in Christmastown. Both feature a green, but like this one, the Halloween Town goes a bit more teal. I definitely think these 2 color stories pair really nicely together for like an overall color story. Let me know if you would want to see me do a look combining these 2 palettes, because I do have a video. I used the Laura Geller and Wheel of Fortune collab, but I think I'm going to put that in a video that's like, you know, like a week of makeup type of things. So I'm going to put that one in there, and then I think maybe I can combine these in those. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. I've got a lot of stuff I got to film with, so I'm really feeling the pressure. So I'm going to grab my water, prime my lids, and we'll come back because I'm getting out of breath. And I need my eyelids primed. So I've primed my lids with the Hourglass Cosmetics Veil Eyeshadow Primer. It's the eyeshadow primer I always use. I always tend to use an eyeshadow primer that I'm familiar with and feel like I know how it performs when I try new palettes. So we are going to do a look with this palette. We are going to work in one of the glitter gels. I will also make sure to use the blush and highlighter duo. The only thing I'm like not 100%, like the initial look will not include the lipsticks. Now, if I have time to come back and throw a lipstick on just to like give you my thoughts, I might just try and throw on Holly Jolly because I'm not familiar with the Frost lipstick. I can tell you right now their ultra matte lipsticks are matte. And I, as somebody who has extremely dry lips and lives in an extremely dry climate, there is nothing that saves them. I know like people have always been like, just wear chapstick or just put lip gloss on or blah, blah. No, it does not help. My lips are dry and it maybe doesn't feel dry in the moment, but the next day, like literally the skin of my lips peels off if I wear like a really dry matte lipstick. Like it's not a good time. So I just want to share that for me personally, the ultra matte lipsticks are not my favorite, but I would be curious to try this Frost one. So I might try and throw that on, but anyways, that's what we'll be doing. I do have some glitter already on my face because I wore a glitter for my Halloween costume last night. So I think, okay, Dana, one of the owners, Dana Bomar, I think is how you say her last name, she posted the most beautiful look using the purple shades in this palette and then combined it with the duochrome gel. Well, I'm calling it a duochrome gel, the glitter eye gel, and Making Christmas, this blue shade, and it was stunning. And if I was debating this palette, that would have been what made me go, oh yeah, I'm getting it. But yeah, I will for sure be recreating the look, so I'm gonna try and avoid those products today because I know for a fact I want to use them. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for the greens and then maybe pull in 0. I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't know. I feel like do I want to do a halo eye? I think I'm gonna do a halo eye. I haven't done a halo eye in a minute. Let's do a halo eye. How many times can I say halo eye? So we are going to start with the shade Smithereens, which is the darkest green down here. And we're just gonna place this on the inner and outer corners of my lid. I'm sure most of you have seen a halo eye before, but if you haven't, the goal of a halo eye is to leave the center open. So I'm going to try and like look straight ahead at my mirror to make sure that like I'm putting the green on either side of my, what is that? Your iris of your eye? Not just the pupil, but the actual iris too. Ooh, that green's really pretty. It actually brings out like the darker shades of green in my natural eye color. Not that that helps any of you unless you have the exact same eye color as me, but I'm a fan. Now, one thing I noticed when I was swatching this palette is that the shimmers, Mistletoe, Experiments, and Sugar Plum Visions feel very like almost gel-like. They're not gel, but they're like so creamy. They almost feel like they have like a gel consistency to them, which I feel like is pretty different from Melt's normal shimmer formula. I feel like typically their shimmer formula is like kind of more textured, flaky, chunky type of shimmer shades, and maybe even a bit harder to pick up. But these, and what I will say with these is they're super smooth in texture. They're not as pigmented. They're giving you more sparkle, at least from the swatches. I have not put them on my eyes. That's partially why I wanted to go with this way, because I wanted to try these shimmers because I'm pretty familiar with how Melt's mattes work, and I personally, humbly, have never had an issue with Melt's mattes. I know a lot of other people feel differently on that. They feel like they're really inconsistent. I shouldn't say I've never had an issue. That 420 palette requires finessing. I still love that palette, but it's I won't lie to you all and say that that's an easy palette to use. But there's, for the most part, I feel like their mattes are pretty consistent. That's just the only one that I feel like I have ever actually had trouble with. But long story short, I feel like I'm good with their matte, so I care more about testing out their color story, or not their color story, the shimmers, because they feel different. So now we're gonna take the shade Eureka, which is this green down here, and we're just gonna put that over where we just had that last shade, just to like blend it out a little bit. Okay, I feel like that blended pretty nicely. What I also like about this palette is that it includes a matte white. So what we're gonna do is mix the matte white with that green shade to get an even lighter shade to blend this out a little bit more. So I'm gonna take a big fluffy blending brush. We're gonna go into the white shade first, which is called No One's Dead. And I just went like two taps, like we did an equal mix of these two shades. Okay, so there you can kind of see we got like a slightly more like pastel-y green look going on here, at least up top. I just love when you have, I know people get upset when you get a matte white and a matte black in palettes, especially when they're smaller palettes, because everybody has a matte white and a matte black at this point, but I really love it. As somebody who does looks like very intentionally not mixing palettes for the sake of creating content, I really like having a matte white and a matte black. I just feel like you get so much more versatility out of the palette. And if I were somebody that just like used my palettes and was able to like just mix and match as I went, like maybe I would have more of an issue for that. But I know a lot of people, like when you post on Instagram and things like that, if you're mixing palettes, like brands are less likely to share it, repost it. Not that, like for most people that's not a problem, but I just wanted to share why, for those of us that create content, why maybe some of us are excited more so. This could be fun if you just like did the white and the green mixed and left this all matte and like mixed those to put in the center of the lid. We're not gonna do that, but it could be fun. So what I want to try is these shimmers now, and then we'll figure out how we want to incorporate the glitter. But first we're gonna start off with a shimmer shade called Mistletoe. That's like this seafoam green shade right here. And it's so smooth. Like, spraying that with Fix Plus because I spray all of my shimmers with Fix Plus. Okay, it's definitely more opaque on the brush than it was when I swatched it with my finger last night. So that's good. Although to be fair, I was just shocked at how smooth it was. So I did kind of pick up a lot, but I really like the finish on these shimmers. They're very smooth and creamy. I'll be curious to see what the creasing situation is like. I don't know that I'll necessarily see that as much with this kind of a look, but I really like this formula so far. If you're ever curious about, like, I tend to post first impressions of palettes on here. If you're ever curious about my ongoing reviews, that's what I tend to address in my ranking videos. I always rank every eyeshadow palette I used in the month, not just new ones, every single one that's reached for. I feel like that speaks to like how much I actually like a palette if I continue to reach for it. Because I could do a first impression and be like, yeah, this palette's great, and then never want to use it again. And that's not saying that I'm like lying to you or anything. I just mean like in my mind, like using it in the moment, I can think it's a really nice palette, but like it doesn't draw me back in because I have so much makeup, you know? Anyways, now we're going into the shade Experiments, which is this shimmer shade here. And my brushes keep rolling and it's driving me up a wall. Okay. Ooh, that's really pretty with the green, because it's like a gold with like a green hue. Ooh, I like that. Okay, that is tasty. Part of me is like, do I actually want the glitter? But I think I do, but I also kind of don't. This is really nice. That is really pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're gonna put the glitter on anyway, glitter eye gel, because I said I was going to. Okay, so this is the glitter eye gel in 0, and we are going to pop that right here for some extra sparkle. Ooh, that's a very golden sparkle. Personally, I really liked this look even before the glitter, but I don't hate it after adding the glitter, if that helps. If you like were wanting to like recreate this look, I don't think you have to have the glitter. I think it looks really pretty without it, but it does amp up the sparkle for sure. So here it is with the glitter, here it is without. We definitely have more sparkle happening. Now the glitter, because it's a gel, is picking up some of our shimmer shade underneath. So we're starting to look a little bare, but I feel like, yeah, I feel like we got there. Okay. Okay, so that's basically the eye look. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup until I hit the point where we're gonna pull in the cream blush and highlight, and then we'll keep it going. Okay, so my base is not quite done because typically I put like a powder bronzer, but I'm really nervous about how this is gonna apply over powder. So we're going in, we're gonna see if like maybe I can put the powder bronzer over, but anyways, we're gonna go into the blush side of this. That is very dewy. I already had a pretty glowy base happening. I'm not even gonna need highlight. Maybe did not need my Hollywood Flawless filter for today's look. I look sweaty. Like I look moist. I look moist is the best word, and that is a terrible word. So it definitely broke up my foundation underneath. So this is gonna be a product where if you're not wearing foundation, it'll be a vibe, but it for sure, it broke up every part of anywhere that blush went. My foundation is gone. So, all right, I'm gonna have to try and fix this. And it's like greasy and like, oh gosh, no, I do not like that. I do not like that at all. I think if you're like a no makeup person where you like don't put really many face products on, you might like that, but that is not me. I feel like I have like Vaseline on my face. I might try that on a day where like I'm not wearing anything but like concealer and that, but yeah. Oof. Oh gosh. I'm a little bit scared to try this highlight, but we might as well before we powder everything. So I'm just putting this on my finger. To be fair, I'm already glowing to the heavens, so this highlighter doesn't need to do much. Yeah, this just I could tell from when I swatched it that it's just a very like jelly texture. So everything underneath it gets disrupted. I'm gonna try and go over this with some powder product. Okay, I tried to apply powder all over my face to cover that up. And yeah, I don't like that product personally for how my skin is, how I like to wear my makeup, how I like to do my makeup. Like, that's just not it for me. So of the products in this collection so far, that one's a no. Yeah, I feel like I can still tell that my makeup's like messed up underneath, but whatever. Oh well. Now if I were not, part of me kind of wants to go with the red underneath, but that would give very much Christmas. And as I mentioned, I am going somewhere, but I don't know that I want to leave this at just like a monochromatic look, right? Like I should do something slightly more interesting. Well, we're gonna do it because you know what? I owe it to all of you. I should use as many shades as I can. So we're gonna go in with the shade Nightmare, which is this like really deep maroon plummy shade here. I really feel like my face is so greasy right now. I am hating every moment of it, right? I really am sad I never tried the other Melt blush lights. I always debate getting them. Like every Sephora sale, I'm like, maybe I should just try and pick one up. Like the ones with like the bumblebee stuff. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Those looked really nice. But now I'm like, are they like this thing that I just tried? Because I hated that. I don't think so though. I think they're, let me look at their thing. Oh, actually I have their cream blushes and I like their cream blushes. This is way more jelly than their other cream blushes were. Because I really liked a lot of those. I think I even used up one. So that's interesting. They don't sell the little bumblebee packaged ones anymore. Oh no, I might have missed my opportunity. All right, well, there we have it. So now we're going into Sandy Claus. I don't feel like holding this palette up again. It's the red shade. And we are giving Christmas, but like melt Christmas. And then I took that white shade on this fluffy brush just to apparently make myself look a little bit more dead, but it kind of, the intent was to tone that down a little bit more. Inner corner highlight, I'm taking Experiments, which is the lightest shimmer that we have in the center of the lid. Also, okay, I'm gonna be nice to you guys. I'm gonna put the green lipstick on now so that I can wipe it off, and then I won't wear it for my plans, but I can at least give you my thoughts on it. I'm not gonna bother with a lip liner because I know I don't have a lip liner in this color. Oh yeah, there's a metallic sheen. That's what the frost part of it means. Here is the lipstick in the shade of, oh, it's Holly Jolly, or How Jolly. Oh my gosh, I've said Holly Jolly this whole time. It's How Jolly. I'm really sorry. Okay, anyways, here's the lipstick. It has a slight sheen to it. You know, I actually wouldn't hate this with this look if I wasn't going to my father-in-law's house, but I mean, she's cute. If you like fun lipstick, I think this is a cute one. It doesn't feel as drying as the Ultra Matte, but I've also been wearing it for like 0.2 seconds, so I don't feel like it enhances the like texture on my lips as much as the like Ultra Matte lipsticks either. So I do think I like this one a little bit better than I like the Ultra Matte, but like how often are you wearing a like frosty green lipstick? You know, think about that. But yeah, okay, so, oh my gosh. I'm gonna take this off, gotta go do my hair, whatever. We'll come back and show the finished look with probably a neutral lip. Okay. Here is the finished look. I actually ended up running out of time to film this, so this is a few hours later, so if my makeup looks a little wonky, that's why. Let's talk through the products. So if there's anything in here, we'll go worst to best, and I'm running out of time, so I just need to, running out of time meaning like my phone battery is about to die, and that's what I film on. Anyways, worst to best. Shocking no one, this Duo Cream Blush Light and Highlight. Like, just the way I like to do my makeup, I don't foresee myself using this a whole bunch. I will try it on a day where I just do concealer and not really any foundation, and we'll see. But like the powder blush, I had to reapply it like 3 times because it's just being eaten by that underneath, which obviously cream products don't always do well with, like, you know, like that kind of a product. I wouldn't expect a powder to perform well, but it didn't perform well by itself. So anyways, that's my least favorite. Although, I don't know, I'm gonna try the highlight, just the highlight without the blush, because maybe the highlight's not as bad. Anyways, that's my least favorite. After that, I probably would say the Ultra Matte lipstick. I know I didn't try it for this video, but I just know their Ultra Matte lipstick formula is pretty drying. If you want a lipstick, like if your lips aren't as dry or you don't live in as dry of a climate or whatever, if you want a lipstick that's not going to move, their Ultra Matte lipsticks do not budge. They stay on all night. So I will give them that pro. But for me and like how my lips are, it's just not worth the next day issues where like my skin is just like coming off. Anyways, the How Jolly Frost lipstick I put above this one, the like Ultra Matte one, but it's down here just because like realistically I'm not really gonna use that color all that often, but I did think it was a pretty shimmering like green lipstick, so I'm sure I will have a look where that will come in handy. But that's where I would put those items. Next up, I'd probably go with the Zero, the glitter gel that I used here. It's really nice. It's just like, you can feel like, it feels like concrete. not really, but it just feels like really thick on my eye. It doesn't bother me, but I can feel it on there. And then it has that like gritty texture. So I'd put that one next. And then probably go with the next glitter eye gel, the Making Christmas one. I haven't used this yet. This is more just from swatching it and then seeing it on Dana. It looks really, really stunning, so I think I'll really enjoy that product. But I had to put it there because the next products I couldn't put lower. I'd probably put the makeup bag second. I already put it away, so I'm not going to grab it. But I'd put the makeup bag second. I think it's a really nice size makeup bag. I like it a lot. I'm going to give the palette number 1. I really like this color story, and I like the shimmer formula change. I think it's really nice. So yeah, I'm super happy with this. This shade, Sugar Plum Visions, I didn't use it, but when I swatched it, it's my absolute favorite shade. I cannot wait to do a look with that. So yeah, that's what I think about the collection. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you're interested in picking up, if you're going to grab the whole collection, part of it, what have you. Hopefully I am able to get this up for you early enough that it gives you some time to kind of think through that. If you skipped Halloween Town, I do think this palette is nice. This is more of their I feel like this is more similar to their other shimmer formula, so I'll be really curious to see how these two kind of pair together. But I do think they make such a cute set, so I really like when Melt does their collabs. I think they put a lot of thought and effort into them, and I just think they do a really good job with them. So anyways, curious to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!